Good afternoon. This is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, talking to you on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, 2:02. I have a couple of things today. I went yesterday on my blog, I got all my pictures taken, and I put all the pictures of the monkey cut kits that I have done of the cards, a bunch of them, not all of them, but a bunch of them, on my blog. So you can go to stampingjourney.com if you want to see some samples of different cards that you can make with your monkey cut kits. Today I got up and I was working on cards for my hostess club this next month. Hello, Lynn. And so I decided I would do kind of whimsical cards. So the stamp sets I picked out were Nuts About Squirrels and Joyful Life, and then I have one other one that I am thinking about. So I went ahead and I did the card about the Nuts About Squirrels, but I woke up this morning thinking I have to do something different. Hi, Cindy. And so I added another piece. So the card I'm going to show you is a little bit different, not just slightly, but one other piece just to make it easier for when my ladies are here making the cards. So with all that done and said, I am going to turn the camera around. So once I turn it, I can't see who's here unless I stand up, which sometimes I do. But just so you know, I'm not ignoring you. So hello and welcome to everybody. And I will turn the camera around and get started. At 3 o'clock, I get to go for, hello, Jean. I get to go for physical therapy for my knee. So I'm like hobbling around. So they wanted me to come early. And I was like, no, I have a live at 2. And she goes, well, could you come at 2:15? No, I probably won't be done yet. So yay, Jean, I'm glad you made it. So here we go. I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to play with the stamp set Nuts About Squirrels. So here we go. Flip this around. We're going to go for a little ride here. Whee! You know, for a long time, I didn't buy some of these kind of whimsical, what I consider whimsical stamps. And then it was like, you know what? We need a little more lightheartedness. We need a little whimsy. So this is the one, Nuts About Squirrels. And so it's a 2-step stamping, right? It has the branch, it has the leaf, it has the vines for the leaf, or the, you know, the veining. Here's a little acorn. This acorn fits into the squirrel's hand, and then 2 steps. So there's an outline for each squirrel, and then there is it's a 2-step. And it's kind of fun because it has Nuts About You, Happy Birthday, Hey There. And then hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So for somebody who's feeling a bit under the weather, I think that's really cute, right? That you can do some different things with it. So here is the card that I designed. And I thought, this is, you know, I like this. Okay. I used that beautiful Beauty of the Earth fall paper along with this. And then this little, I did the acorn and crumb cake. And this is crumb cake twine. So the twine comes together now in a, here we go. We have like 4 colors. So white, vanilla, black, and crumb cake. And so I thought, oh, it's just perfect for on here because that brings in and ties in my little acorn there. So that is in the annual catalog by the ribbons and all that good stuff. So here it is, ta-da, ta-da, very simple, right? Except that I wasn't happy with that there wasn't something behind this DSP. I was concerned about, like if they put it a little too far to the side or up or down or whatever. So anyhow, I changed, so I changed it up. I added a piece. So I am going to pull out all my goodies here and I will get started. I have it all set up here. So I just added one tiny little thing. Here's all my little pieces. I'll put that up here. Ta-da, ta-da. And so this is what I added. It was really bothering me that this, I added this early espresso. The base of the card is early espresso, and I added another early espresso piece with a very small border, but just enough that you can put this on here and you would get this lined up perfectly, and then will go on to this Misty Moonlight piece. That bothered me. I woke up thinking that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem in class. How am I going to fix that problem? So you can see, here's how it looks without that. I actually like it with that extra border in. I'm a layerer. I like to layer everything. And I just think it pops it out even more. So, so anyhow, that's what I did to make it easier, to make sure I got the right border, that these were placed correctly. It was bothering me. I'm weird. So, okay. So now that I know that this is correctly, it can be layered on here correctly, I'm going to go ahead and glue these on so that I get all my loose pieces out of the way. So the back of this was that beautiful sky that we used on the Beauty of the Earth monkey cut kit on Wednesday. So I'm excited for tomorrow, because tomorrow's kit I'm going to be using one that I haven't used yet, the Whimsy and Wonder. So that's the one that is in the holiday catalog, and it has the snowflakes, and it's pink and has, you know, some different colors and fun stuff in it. So, and then this one is going to go on just like that. So see the nice blue sky behind here. It's such a, it's so difficult. That's why you need to buy enough DSP, because the both sides are so nice. Then what do? Then you're kind of stuck. And I like both of these. And I thought the reason I picked this one was, one, it's colorful. I can pull different colors from it. I put too much glue on there. See that? Oh boy. Get it on your fingers. You're using too much. And that's what I just did. It's colorful, but also I like that it was, now I have it stuck over here. Oh boy, clean up my space. The pattern is small. So for using it with the squirrels, I thought it looked really nice because the pattern is smaller to go with my little squirrel. So these are the extra pieces, the DSP, Beauty of the Earth, glued on to Early Espresso, and then put onto the Misty Moonlight. So you see enough of that, and that pulls out from the leaves here too. The only color I didn't pull out was the Evening Evergreen, the darker colors, but I thought it was kind of fun. So there we go. So here is what I'm going to stamp my little squirrel on. So I have, let's see here, Memento ink. I'm going to stamp the body, the base of it, so it's two-step stamping. So here's my little, I have stuff on here. Here's my little guy, and I'm going to stamp him in, ink him up, the outline with the, sorry, I keep moving this, with Memento, and then I'm going to put him up. I'm putting him closer to the top because I have that wood grain piece of cardstock that I'm going to, or designer paper that I'm going to put underneath him. So here's my cute little guy. Ta-da! Okay. And then I made this squirrel. This is the cool thing about the squirrels. You can make them all different colors. My squirrel is cinnamon cider. So there you go. So here he is. They're pretty forgiving as far as if you don't get it lined up exactly right. It's pretty forgiving. And I'm going to put this over here now. Probably I'm going to be in the way. I don't want to be in the way, but I'm just kind of lining up. I line up his ears and around the tail, and that kind of helps me get him in the right place here. There we go. Ta-da, ta-da. Ta-da. Now, I want to show you one thing real quick. Now, I've used this a number of times, and when I first used it, the first couple of times, look at how solid that coloring is. Now look at this one. See how you have some white showing through there? That is because it's the same color. First of all, this one is dark, and when it dries, it'll be more like the cinnamon cider here. But you can see that I don't have solid coverage. And part of that was because when you have these solid surface stamps, there's a film that's on there just from manufacturing. So, and I've showed this before, but it's worth repeating here, is that I take one of my white pearl erasers, this one's not clean yet, but, and then I erase over the whole thing. Make sure you wipe it off really good, and then you'll take that film off and you'll get nice solid coverage like that. So little tip. There we go. And so I am going to use that, and then I used Early Espresso for my words. So there we go. There's my little squirrel. Did I do him in? No, I didn't put him inside. But anyhow, I thought he looked good. I like that color, and that's the color with the leaves. So I'm going to move that over. And then I have my little dot here. Well, let's do the squirrel. So I have a crumb cake. My crumb cake is, it looks like, I don't know why it discolored my label on here, but this is my crumb cake. So what I did, that's for my acorn. And when you use this set, the acorn has a little funny, like you can see, oh yeah, can you see that? That little, well, that's a hand. Hello, Barb. That's a little hand. That is this hand. So it's to go over that little hand. So there's a dot here, a point, and that's the point of the acorn at the bottom. And then you can see his little hand. Very forgiving though, if you don't hit it exactly right, that's fine. I'm using crumb cake, but for the body of the acorn, I'm stamping off, and then I'm stamping it. So I'm lining this up with his little hand and the point, ta-da, there we go. And then the top of the acorn, I just used full strength crumb cake. So here's that, ta-da. There's my little acorn and my cute little guy. I'm gonna do some acorns inside too, so I'll leave this out for a minute and put my words in there, and then I'll do my acorns right in the corner. So my acorn is stamped off for the body there, and stamped off again. I did 2 of them over here, and then just kind of on the edge, and then here's the top. And what I did on this one, because I don't have his little hand there, I just kind of moved it down a bit. Ta-da, there we go. So I'm done with crumb cake. I'm going to pull out my third color. This card is Early Espresso, and that's what I used for my words. So here it is, Nuts About You. Love that. I think that's so cute. And I have my little circle here, and it's photopolymer. So if you have trouble stamping white on white, put it on something darker and stamp away so you can see where you're going here. There. Ta-da. Okay, because it just fits on there perfect. And then my little happy birthday. I just stamped that inside. I have 2 more cards that I played with this squirrel set. When I was a kid, we used to sit outside and sunbathe. Yes, we sunbathed in the olden days. And we had a squirrel that would come up and eat out of our hands, which I would not recommend doing that. It's not good. But we knew them from little, and you know, we were always out there, and they were so cute. They're really just rodents, but they were really cute. We enjoyed them. Even out here, I love watching them scamper around, and they're so fun. Fun little critters. Here we go. There. So my happy birthday for inside is all done. I'm just going to glue that in, get that out of the way. There we go. Here's my card. Make sure my card base, Early Espresso. Make sure I get it on the right side here. Ta-da. Okay. So here's this. Here's my little squirrel. My extra little Early Espresso. And on both of these, since I did a really fine, only an 1/8 inch border on this piece, that's what I did, you know, for the DSP there too. I just wanted enough to set it off, but not a big 1/4 inch, you know, so it makes it bigger. So I didn't want to take away from it. That goes on here, and I put it on with dimensionals. So I'm going to go ahead and put my dimensionals on here. this guy is, he is really cute. I usually put more on than that, but I'm being conservative today. It'll work. And then I have my little wood grain on there, so it's like he's up in the tree. So here's this. Oops, I have it going the wrong way. Oh, I suppose it wouldn't matter, but I have the words and everything on the bigger piece of the DSP, so heaven forbid I should change something up, huh? That would not be good. After all, it took me dreaming about this extra piece in here, so I better do it like I planned here. So I'm going to cut a little whale tail here. I know we have a punch, but I'm just going to cut down the center and then up from the points to that cut. Ta-da. There we go. All right, and this piece is going to go like right here. So my little squirrel is kind of like standing on it. So I'm just going to put adhesive on the top part here. So it gave him a little base. So he's not out there floating in that square. Here we go. Just like that. There. Ta-da. And then my little words. This is a 1-inch circle. Yes, I used a retired punch and a 1 1/4 inch circle, just so I could get it done ahead of time and not have people have to go and cut them out. So this is going to go right here. So I'm just going to put adhesive on here, glue it right up here. Ta-da! There. That's about you. And then I have my crumb cake. So I didn't want a big fluffy bow, and I wanted it kind of, you know, like you could give this to a guy. I think it's kind of cute. But I needed more substance than just one single twine. So I just doubled it up. So I did a double bow. So it'd have a little more presence, but not so much as a big fluffy bow. There we go. And I just put it right on the side here. So it's up on the, it's not on the bottom, so it's kind of elevated a bit there. Ta-da! There we go. And then it goes on the card base. It makes it look so different once you put it on that base. I love when you put all the colors together and it's like, oh my goodness, everything kind of pops out. So here we go. It's kind of a heavy card because I have a lot of layers, but it's way cuter. It's way cuter with more layers. I hope that you agree. I like this little guy. He's a lot of fun. Very sweet little face. So there we go. Here's our little card, Nuts About You. This is what my hostess members will be making for next month. This is one of the cards. So I have it all cut and ready for you guys. Ta-da. See, in this one, so this is the original one, so I didn't get as good coverage because I wanted to show you guys, and I didn't erase it right away. And then here, I forgot to stamp off my acorn. So I will know this is my sample because it is not perfect. So this one went together quite well. So here's my little squirrel card, and then I wanted to show you some different ones. So here we have gray squirrels. Here I have cinnamon cider squirrel. Here we have, I used smoky slate for our squirrels. And then this one, I put the veining in the leaves, but if I did it again, I would not. It was cute just plain. So I went ahead and I stamped the squirrels, stamped the branches. This one you had to make a double branch because the branch isn't long enough to get the whole squirrel tail on. He's got to be on the end of it. Anyhow, which isn't a problem. You just stamp it twice, right? And then after I stamped it and got all that done, I took our brushes and I just brushed on some balmy blue, and then I brushed on a little bit of crumb cake at the bottom. So this one uses that hay there. This tag was the end of this tag. There's a little tag is longer, but what I did is I adhered it, I cut that off, and then I put it here as a little extra thing on the end. This is from, I can tell you, I use this all the time. Tasteful Label, the Tasteful Label dies. It's just perfect. And then inside I put my little squirrel with the Hope You're Feeling Bright-Eyed and Bushy-Tailed. So that one is my little squirrel. And then here's another one using that paper from Beauty of the Earth. So on this one, I use those dies again. But my little accent here, we have some new brushed metallic dots. And they come in copper, what is it here? Copper, silver, and brass, I think is what it is. Copper gold, not silver. Copper, gold, and brass. And so I used that in there. I thought that was kind of a nice accent on there. And then also I put a little interest in here because see that I used my embossing folder in the background just so it wasn't just stark white. Instead of layering it up and making the card even heavier, I just took my dauber and I went around the outside, so it sort of gives it the illusion of having a layer without a layer. So I did a fake bow, so just glued the ribbon on, and then I did a fake bow on top. And this one, I put the DSP in the inside, made another birthday card. So, ta-da, ta-da. Those are my little squirrel cards for you today. So this is the one we're going to make in class. And these are some extra ones so you can see how cute it is. This is an adorable stamp set. So there we go. The other one that we're going to be making, I'll show you quick, is I'm using this one, Joyful Life, this stamp set, which I think is so cute too. First time playing with it, I had to put it together and everything today. And so this is the card that we'll be making in class too. So this one, it started out as a fall card. Doesn't look too much like a fall card, does it? I guess it ended up being a Christmas card. But I think this little pig is so cute holding a little cup of coffee. So it says a little something for a great person. And I cut all these out using, let's see here. It's called The Tidings of Christmas, which is in the annual catalog. All the little stripes. And again, I put them on another piece of white. I used heavy white for the base of this card because inside I have another piece of paper, DSP, but I have it up on, I have it bumped up. This is my sister's business card, but I have it bumped up so you could put a gift card in there. So that's why this is so high. But there you go. It'll hold a gift card in there. So perfect for like a gift card to a coffee place or something, you know, because he's holding a little cup of coffee or cocoa, whatever. Anyhow, we get started with those gift cards. This is another one that we'll make as members of my hostess club. So you guys, these are the cards. You're going to be making 2 of them, and then I have to design the 3rd one yet. But I will be happy to have you guys join me for this fun event. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Here we go. Hi, Patty. I know. Cindy, that set wasn't on mine either, but you know what? Oh my gosh, it's so darn cute. Both of them are so darn cute. You just can't leave them behind. They're lots of fun. And you have grandkids. The grandkids would love that too. So anyhow, a little bit of whimsy. And speaking of whimsy, tomorrow, that's what I'll be doing. I'm getting this mop cut off at 12:45. Yahoo! I can't wait. My good friend said, do not ever wear that headband online again. I said, okay, I won't. But I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited. However, with that said, I may be on tomorrow. I'm going to plan to be on my Winging It on Wednesday at, I'm going to say 4 o'clock just to make sure that she's all done. Because she's doing some different things to my hair, and I want to make sure I make it here. So please join me tomorrow, Winging It on Wednesday at 4 o'clock for the Whimsy and Wonder kit. I have not played with any of this paper. This will be the first time, so I want to do that with you. We're going to have a lot of fun. So, yeah, that was a really easy idea to use that little bit of, that's only a 1-inch strip, Lynn, inside there and bump it up to put a gift card in. Anything, any card you could do that with. So, thank you for joining me. And y'all have a great afternoon and evening and morning tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And this will look better. I'm so excited about that. So thank you for joining me. Take care. Go to stampingjourney.com if you want to see the Whimsy and Wonder Monkey Cut Kit. It's there listed with all the things that come with it. And we will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.